Living the life of Riley is the topic of this week's Sunday sermon. If you don't know what that means a carefree, comfortable, and thoroughly enjoyable way of living. Hence, since he won the lottery, he leads the life of Riley, or he led the life of Riley. Now on to our show.
Showtime! Okay. I'm out here in these streets of Cali, Colombia. I had to go to the store, get some water, get a little something to sip on. Got guests coming through.
Like, subscribe, and share the video.
Wanted to say, I get people saying, they admire the way I live and my lifestyle. They say they want to live like that one day. They say they're trying to figure out how they can make that happen, which I understand. But to be honest, I don't even know how long I can do it, because it is expensive. It's not cheap. Traveling around the world, hotels, flights, got food, drinks. A lot of times you a little bit overspend because, I'm also throwing in wardrobe in there. Y'all never see me looking bummy. I mean, I can't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's just not my personality. So that's an expense that maybe some people don't look at so much, but that wardrobe expense is high too. I'm not a t-shirt, dress down type of guy. And no knock to those people who are, I'm just not. So I'm always gonna look clean, look good, and represent myself the best way that I can feel comfortable, especially being on camera. When you shooting videos and stuff, you documenting history. And once you put some things up, sometimes you can never get them back, because somebody get a hold of it, downloads it, copies it, even if they just screenshot it or film it with their phone from the screen. So, I'm conscious of that. You try to be conscious of the things you say, but your opinions can be changed. Your point of view can be changed over time. So the things that come out your mouth, necessarily you don't have to always stick with. You might have to own up to, say you were wrong, say you had the wrong point of view at that point in time in your life, But those things are, also some things that can't be taken back. And I just want to talk about the traveling part. A lot of people are trying to figure out how they can do it. A lot of people want to do it, and I understand. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it if it interests you. Traveling is not for everybody. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. Some people can't fathom a 20-hour flight going over to Southeast Asia or other parts of the world. They can't fathom sitting on a plane that long. And I can understand that. It's not for everyone. Some people are uncomfortable with the possible dangers. I get that too. That's a part of it. But I think one of the biggest components is being able to manage your time, having time to travel, you need that, and having the finances to travel, So those are two big things that you got to work on. And I know some of us out here make it look easy, but I'll assure you it is not easy. And I think I'm tough enough to do it, just like I was tough enough to start my own business as an entrepreneur. Of course, there was always times that I got afraid that I make the right decision. Am I going to lose my money? Was this a good investment? But those are the type of things that push me also as a traveler, going into a country alone, being alone, despite people saying, oh, don't go there, it's dangerous, I see a lot of people online, in my opinion, there's people saying that the YouTubers are lying, and then I say some of the guys who are saying how dangerous a place is, it's a misconception. Now, there's a difference between how dangerous a place is and the possibilities of danger, meaning how dangerous it could be if all goes wrong for you. People always say, oh, you better not have I have my iPhone everywhere. I film everywhere. I film with my phone everywhere. I film with my camera everywhere. Can somebody take my camera? Yes, it can. But these guys will have you believe that if you ever bring out your camera, if you ever bring out your phone, that somebody's going to take it. Now, how many lives have y'all seen me do out in public with my phone? Of course, I'm not going to hold my phone on this side over to the street, but yeah, it could happen. But I've been doing this since 2018, steadily. And guys who probably haven't traveled as extensively as me are telling you how dangerous a place is, how you better not have your phone out, how you better not walk in the street, and all this stuff. They're basing it on what can possibly happen. I'm basing mine on the likeliness of it happening, which is not likely. Yes, it could happen, but it's not likely. Okay, the other part is your finances. Listen, I don't know what you're gonna do to travel this way because it is expensive. That's why you see guys, the difference with me and other YouTubers, and I'm saying most of them, is that I still have businesses back in the USA, I have property, I have investments, and I'm not working per se. I put my money to work for me. Is it a whole bunch of money? No, but it's enough money for me to be able to do the things that I want to do. So you got to put yourself in a situation where you make money while you're sleeping. Always. Always try to put yourself in a situation while you make money while you're sleeping. While you make money while you're not physically working. Those are the type of things that you have to invest your money in. Whether you are working, yes, I once worked. I was a barber. I cut hair for many years. But I took my money, invested into businesses that I couldn't possibly work in all those businesses at once, right? If you have 5, 6, 7 barbershops, you can't work in all of them, right? So if I'm working in one, the other 6 are working whether I'm there or not. And it doesn't matter if it's a barbershop business or some other type of business, you gotta make your money work for you. I always say, make your money your slave, okay? So, once you get that together, you can move around the world and you may be able to make some investments while you're moving out around the world. That's what's going to allow you to travel, because all these other guys that travel, that you might put me in a category with them. Almost none of them have children. Almost none of them have a property. You know what I'm saying? And they do YouTube full-time, most of them. So it means that the only real source of income comes from YouTube in one instance or another, whether they doing promos for another company and getting paid, where they're doing collaborations with other products and stuff to get paid, but all their money is coming from YouTube. That's why they have to say, hey, can you give Cash App? And I would say, give them a Cash App. Give them your support. You know, anybody traveling and you're enjoying their content, including me, support them, because this is expensive. And I know y'all gonna say, ain't nobody told you to do it, but if you enjoy it, if you watch it, if you're being educated from it, if you're being informed from it, then I believe you should support it. So even if you say, okay, I'm gonna do a $5 super chat once a month, you know, support your guys out here traveling the world, giving you the content, the information that you guys want. It's obvious you want it. They wouldn't have 100,000 subscribers and stuff like that if you guys wasn't enjoying the content. So I'm trying to help you guys out. One, you gotta get your finances together, and you gotta get your time together. The time part came with owning businesses and not having to be there. So that I freed myself up. I got my freedom papers by making my money work for me. So you gotta make money off your money, and you gotta free up your time by utilizing your money, because money can work much faster than you can work much harder than you and can work while you're sleeping. Peace, International Zoe. Subscribe, snitches!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?